Hi guys, Ian and Blake from the Football Boots team, and today we're looking at what boots pros wear. So Blake, what's it all about?
So we're going to be looking at all the brands in the professional football world and looking at going from the smallest to the biggest in terms of professionals.
Make sure you don't miss out on all of our latest content. Turn on notifications and make sure you're subscribed.
Shall we get into it?
Yes.
So, at 0.1% we have other brands. I'm going to quiz you. You have to give me some other brands from...
So does this mean like
one
player wears?
So pick out a few brands here which you think
like one player wears?
Yes.
Alright, so probably Pirma, you put your mouse on that, so that could be a clue.
Pirma, yeah, maybe.
Concave
with their Volt Plus knit, maybe.
Yeah, Concave. It's like Hulk's in the Concaves, isn't he? Not necessarily these ones, but...
Yes, that is right. We'll have a look though. So 0.1% we have Concave.
There we go.
We've got Puma, which is the Mexican brand. Joma, Spanish brand.
Stylo Matchmakers.
Stylo Matchmakers.
They might have one player.
No pros actually wear the stylos.
Not anymore. Who was that guy at Leicester who was wearing them? Like for like pre-season or something?
Yeah, this is sort of the same with Pantofola.
Fuchs or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Christian Fuchs.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's very, very small amounts there. Off to the next brand. Now we're looking at New Balance.
Alright, so a few more players. They've
just
even got
0.2%, so yeah.
So we practically can name the players. You've got Mane.
There's only...
Aaron Ramsey used to wear them, not anymore.
Marouane Fellaini used to wear them. Lots of players used to wear New Balance.
Is Aaron Ramsey making more money than New Balance nowadays? That's the question.
He will
Once he goes to Juve, eh?
So yeah, they've got the Furons and they've got the Tequilas at just 0.2%.
So these are the old Tequilas.
I don't know anyone that wears that though.
Not anymore. Fellaini obviously was in New Balance. He's not in New Balance either.
Yes, when they
player support kind of went out
Warrior
the window,
Sports. So after the next brand, we are looking at Asics.
So that's interesting. That
I mean,
wouldn't put them up so high.
I think it's probably surprised you because a lot of players actually wear it in the Japanese league and all these sort of weird leagues. So I think that's why they cut it as well.
I mean, it's interesting as well. Asics makes some really good high quality products.
Yes,
they're quite popular in rugby as well.
Obviously, we've got Andres Iniesta, who switched to Asics.
Big name signing.
The only player really, the only big player.
So very cool. I mean, like, he's off to Japan to play, so it makes a...
At another 0.3%, we have Under Armour.
Oh yeah, okay.
So they got the two boots, the Magnetico and the Spotlight. So name me a couple of players from Under Armour.
Okay, so we got Memphis Depay.
Obviously, yeah, he's the biggest one.
He's got a few like signature editions and stuff with him, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And then Arsenal,
Granit Xhaka. There you go. Yes, and we've got Alexander-Arnold. They're probably the three biggest players.
Yeah, Liverpool as well. I mean, representing Liverpool, so that's a good signing for them.
They're big players, but they haven't really got a lot of players.
No, and the thing is, Under Armour are massive in the US, and they're really getting into the sports market in the US. They haven't really managed to penetrate the UK. Get into as much. They had a shirt deal with Spurs at one point.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, not quite
struggling
making the impact that they want to.
Yes. Now after Umbro, so again, very, very small fry, 0.4%.
I'm almost surprised that Umbro's bigger than Under Armour.
Yeah,
because I suppose there's probably a few kind of lower league English players who are into
Exactly, it's all about those lower league players that wear that. So we've got like the Medusa, for example. That's the
we got
the laceless.
And then I suppose we've got what's his name? The Pepe.
Pepe wears those. And
Mikel Antonio at West Ham.
He's the Velocita wearer.
Big name player for them.
They're probably the biggest two wearers, but they used to have a lot of players. I mean, back in the day, in the 90s, didn't they have...
There were everybody. Alan Shearer, Michael Owen, all the massive names. John Terry wore Umbro for a long time.
Yes.
All those big name players, especially when they played for England.
Mo Salah.
Did he wear Umbros at one point?
One of his first ever boots.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Some good high quality products, especially on the leather end of the market.
Yeah, I mean, they came out with the first ever laceless leather boots, so...
There you go.
Yeah,
just a little bit earlier than these clubbers. Very similar kind of concept, and then just slightly different execution.
Now off to Lotto.
Lotto, that's another surprise that they're quite big. Maybe like a lot of players in like Germany, Italy. That's why I was kind of...
Lots of lower league Italian players wear Lotto. Like they've got the Stadio range, but back in the day they had the Zero Gravities.
Well, exactly. So talking about like laceless boots.
Yes.
Obviously they had the original laceless boots.
Was it 2006 that came out?
Long time ago, way before the Pure Controls or anything like that came out for Adidas. So it's real interesting, and I believe that Lotto are bringing back their laceless Zero Gravity this year, and a new leather boot as well.
Yeah.
Looks a bit like a Tiempo, I think.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, lots of lower league Italian players. So next brand, Mizuno. So
quality boots.
Quality brand.
I know you were talking about Japanese players and stuff, and again, big.
Yes,
in Japan you got
big
the
in Japan. Yep. So we got like Kazuka Honda, Shinji Okazaki, and Mai Yoshida wearing the regular.
And then you got the Neos as well.
Quality boot.
Beautiful, and they've done some nice limited editions. They did those Wave Cups.
Wave Cup Legends.
Ronaldo.
Sensational boot.
Yeah, again, and I was saying with Umbro and kind of quality leather boots. Again, like Mizuno, if you're going to get leather boots, these are so good. Even those limiteds, the black ones they did out, the Kobe beef
The
ones.
Kobe's were so nice.
So nice. The quality of the leather is like next level. We're thinking maybe a Fernando Torres
He's probably the biggest
signature
player.
edition could be coming, seeing as he's done similar to Iniesta going to Japan.
Yes.
So right, who's next?
1.2%. That's actually quite a bit.
We're filling in the pie graph a little bit. Whoa, so my goodness.
Bang.
So we've got quite a lot to go still. Puma is only 7%.
6.9%. So very little, but like.
So what are we talking about? Puma just 2 boots really at the moment.
I mean, I think they've done really well just having 2 boots. I think if they had 3 or 4 like they used to, it's just too many.
It's better to have 2 that you guys can focus on and you really recognise. Because obviously Puma were massive back in the day.
Yeah.
Pele, Maradona.
Exactly. The
big names. I'm feeling like Johan Cruyff wore them as well.
Yes, Johan Cruyff.
He had his 3 stripes, 2 stripes issue.
Eusebio as well.
Yeah, massive world-class players back in the day. Puma doesn't have quite those big names, but they have been on a big recruiting drive. You're telling me that there's a goalie who just started wearing those?
Jano Black, who's arguably top 3 goalkeepers in the world at the moment.
And then talking about good goalies, you've got Buffon, who's still representing Puma in the ones. He was there in the Eva Powers, everything before.
Exactly. So we've got lots of obviously Manchester City have signed with Puma, so they picked up
shirt deal for next season.
Vincent Kompany and David Silva with with the one, and
I think maybe more players coming too. They picked up a bunch of Arsenal players when they got the Arsenal shirt deal.
Exactly.
And you've also got Antoine Griezmann, who's a massive name.
He's probably the biggest player.
Signature additions.
Luis Suarez as well, and Michael Royce for this one.
Yes, definitely. Interesting that some players are wearing them without laces, which is crazy, but there we go.
I think more players actually wear the one than the future though.
Well, I mean, talking about good players, you've got Aguero, who's just banging the hat-tricks in these.
Lukaku just signed for Puma as well.
Quite a few women players wearing the Pumas as well,
it's
actually.
Probably one of the most all-round boots on the market at the moment. It was.
But surprising to me that Puma's only sitting there on 6.9%, so we've got quite a bit of the pie graph to fill in.
Because there's enough players to make this, we've done an 11.
Oh, here we go.
Here are the best players for it, really. So
we've got Oblak, as we said, Godin at Atletico Madrid.
Look at all the one players there.
Bellerin, Arsenal. He's injured at the moment, isn't he?
Unfortunately,
but he's a good player for them. Interesting.
Witzel,
this is a good team.
Axel Witzel. Koulibaly, you probably don't know him,
no.
But he's one of the best centre-backs in the world.
Right.
Plays for Napoli, so...
Oh, yeah?
You're picking up players.
There's definitely some really nice names here.
Exactly.
Good lineup.
Yeah, they're getting there. David Silva is a big name. Great name for the brand.
Yes.
So, obviously, I'm going to quiz you now. Which is the next brand? Adidas or Nike?
Ooh... Adidas.
Adidas?
Yeah.
It is Adidas.
Adidas got 34%.
34%. Now we've got a lot of...
I think it's a little bit surprising actually that Adidas perhaps don't have more of a share. Now we did this video a year ago?
Maybe a year and a half ago.
18 months?
Adidas had 36%.
So they're actually going down a little bit.
Slightly losing.
Alright.
Puma have picked up.
Puma's at 6.9 is a little bit higher than it was before for Puma.
I think so. And
alright.
They've got 4 boot ranges, so Adidas really...
Yeah, well, they've got these ones, which are one of the latest ones, the latest COVID-19s with the laceless. Obviously, you've got Mo Salah and some big name players wearing those X's. You're holding onto the Predator 19s, another latest release. And then we do not have them on the table, but also... Oh, we do, there we go. How could I miss these bright yellow Nemesis?
I'll quiz you again, though.
Go on,
Which is the most worn Adidas boot out of these 4?
Interesting, because I would initially think maybe it would be the Predator because it's such a big name, but actually I reckon more players wear the X, because I remember the last video I was surprised.
Well, yes.
A lot of X wearers, X18 plus and 0.1s.
The mercurial.
I suppose part of the thing, a lot of players want lightweight speed boots, and that's why they're going to go that way rather than this. You're not getting any kind of power elements or any kind of kicking elements on these. Even especially the laceless version, that would be back into looking at the concave stats or something. Like 0.1, you could name on one hand the number of players that wear the laceless.
It's about 5 players.
Pogba,
Rakitic,
Ozil,
Dali Ali.
He's playing.
Aaron Ramsey. Can't think of anyone else.
That's it.
Bentancur from.
But a lot of players wearing the 19.1s. But even in that case, a lot of the 19.1 Predators have gone and started wearing the leather version of these because players like the 19.1 leathers.
So
very
someone like Mats Hummels wore the Predator 19.1, but he's switched to that one now. So
just one player you can't get in these, and that's Tony Cruz. But a few goldies and stuff wearing these as well. Been quite a popular goldies boot. But big name like Adidas players. You've got Messi, who obviously doesn't have his signature line anymore, but he is wearing the 0.1s of these.
Yep.
And then we're talking about Mo Salah, Gareth Bale, and then you mentioned sort of Pogba and Ali, all those kind of big name players. You've got Lingard wearing these as well.
Firmino, Bernardo Silva. That is the least worn Adidas boot, by the way.
This one, the Nemesis.
But it's still a very good boot. It's just not
It's just not as popular, just haven't been going to bring it through. Interesting. Okay, so talking about popular boots, is there a lineup you have for us of the Adidas players?
Yep, so we'll go through those.
Who we mentioned.
Best players.
Mr. Hair in goal, good shout.
Feel free to...
Hummels is there again.
Comment
Marcelo. Then you got Pogba, Messi, Salah and Bale. I mean, it's a decent lineup. Question beat, who would win out of that team against the Puma team? Vote in the poll card now. Who do you think would win, the Adidas team or the Puma team?
I think you still got to go with this team. We've got Concave and Messi. I mean, they're probably the
two. You got Salah up front as well.
I know.
Alright, so if Adidas has got 34%,
yes.
Question is, what is the percentage of Nike? You guys can do your maths already. You'd already know it was 56%.
56%.
Crazy. Do we know what it was last time around?
I don't know.
Not sure.
I should have looked
it up. It'd be interesting whether that was more or less. You guys will know because Blake will throw it up now so you can see. So do we know which is the least popular? Is it possibly the Tiempo?
It is not. Well, the Mercurial is obviously number one.
Yes.
The least worn boot is one of these ones.
But they've got a few new players into these, haven't they?
There's lots of headline players wearing this, but this is actually the least worn.
Really? I suppose people haven't given it a chance to switch.
It's only by
fraction
small
between
margins.
The two?
Yeah, but like you got like...
Interesting.
So many goal scorers wearing this.
Yes,
can you
big
name
names.
some?
So Lewandowski, Cavani, Icardi,
Kane.
Harry Kane.
All of them at the moment are best in the world at the moment.
Alex Morgan.
Rashford. Alex Morgan as well.
Rashford as well, big name as well. So a lot of big name Nike players.
Sterling.
All right, let's see the lineup. We must have a Nike lineup as well. So let's see that.
Yep.
All right, so decent. Good Courtois. He's wearing them as well in goal.
Yes.
I don't think he's going to score any goals, but
he switched. Yeah, he was wearing the Magista Opus. Now he switched to the Phantom Venom.
Neymar's in his game overs.
Yep.
You got Modric. I mean, very popular. So the most popular boot in this whole video is the Nike Mercurial Vapor.
Vapor 360.
Yeah,
yes.
not the Superfly.
No.
Because only a few players wear the Superfly, like Ronaldo, Mbappe.
Not many. Alexis Sanchez, Jadon Sancho. Hardly anyone.
Yes. But a lot more players wear the Vapor. It was massively popular at the World Cup. It's still massively popular now.
Yes.
Guys, let us know in the comments below what boots you wear, which pro you like. Let us know. Thanks for watching. Go enjoy your football.